We are here today to help dedicate a great museum, one that rises out of the bedrock of our city, our history, and our hearts. In the years to come, the 9/11 Memorial Museum will take its place alongside the fields of Gettysburg, the waters of Pearl Harbor, and the Vietnam Veterans Memorial as a sacred marker of our past and as a solemn gathering place. A place we come to remember those who died and to honor acts of courage and compassion that saved lives and lifted spirits. The outstretched hands that rushed forward that day and in the hard weeks and months that followed. This museum, built on the site of rubble and ruins, is now filled with the faces, the stories, and the memories of our common grief and our common hope. It is an affirmation of human life. It is a reminder to us and to all future generations that freedom carries heavy responsibilities. And it is a reflection of our belief that the true hope of humanity resides in our compassion and kindness for one another. This morning, we'd like to share just a few of these stories the museum tells. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce the President of the United States of America, Barack Obama.
Wait a minute. This isn't 2020, this is 2014. Oh my God. Oh well, whatever.
In those awful moments, after the South Tower was hit, some of the injured huddled in the wreckage of the 78th floor. The fires were spreading. The air was filled with smoke. It was dark. They could barely see. It seemed as if there was no way out.
It's an
Then
understatement.
there came a voice, clear, calm, saying he had found the stairs. A young man in his 20s, strong, emerged from the smoke, and over his nose and his mouth, he wore a red handkerchief. He called for fire extinguishers to fight back the flames. He tended to the wounded. He led those survivors down the stairs to safety and carried a woman on his shoulders down 17 flights.
Wow.
Then he went back up all those flights, then back down again, bringing more wounded to safety. Until that moment when the tower fell. They didn't know his name. They didn't know where he came from. But they knew their lives had been saved by the man in the red bandana. On that September morning, Allison Crowther lost her son, Wells. Months later, she was reading the newspaper, an article about those final minutes in the towers. Survivors recounted how a young man wearing a red handkerchief had led them to safety. And in that moment, Allison knew. Ever since he was a boy, her son had always carried a red handkerchief. Her son Wells was the man in the red bandana.
Wow.
Wells was just 24 years old.
Oh, come on. Damn cable.
He worked in the South Tower on the 104th floor.
You go, guy.
He had a big laugh, the joy of life, and dreams of seeing the world. He worked in finance, but he had also been a volunteer firefighter. Saw on our tour, one of his red handkerchiefs is on display in this museum. And from this day forward, all those who come here will have a chance to know the sacrifice of a young man who, like so many, gave his life so others might live.
Good job.